Welcome to Dr. Charles Speaks, a podcast for now. You've joined us for a special series of transformational talks, selected exclusively from Dr. Charles's corporate success calls. The 15-minute calls are designed to encourage leaders, activate your thought life, and prepare you for the challenges ahead. Dr. Charles joins every call with a blend of his personal experiences, his expertise as a John Maxwell certified mentor and coach, and of course, his more than 30 years of exceptional experience in both corporate America and ministry. Get motivated with Dr. Charles Speaks, a transformational talk from the Red Line on today's podcast, inspiring excellence and generating results.
Good day, my friends. This is Dr. Charles. It is with great pleasure that I have an opportunity to share with you another exciting message. I received it, and now I get the chance to deliver it to you. That's why I'm excited. Well, what's the whole intent about this message? It's to inspire you, of course, and to challenge you along your personal leadership growth. That's what I'm all about. That's what the Red Line is to challenge and to inspire you to continue to grow. Never give up. Never, ever, ever give up. And that's what I want to talk to you about in this book that I've been reading, 17 Indisputable Laws of Teamwork by John Maxwell. I was directed to the chapter of the law of the catalyst. What do you mean? I like to take that word, the game changer, the difference maker, the link in the chain, the one that gets it done. Those are some of the expressions that come with that. Because when you think about winning teams have players who make things happen. They call them game changers. You know, just think of the stars from all of the sports and the Olympics and the NFL, NBA, MLB, all of the different arenas, soccer, you name it. There seems to always be a player on the team that is willing to take the last second shot. The game is on the line, and they do it with confidence. The other teammates recognize that this person can get us over the top. We may be in a tough situation and doesn't look good, but this person maintains the attitude of never giving up, the attitude of just keep on pushing, we're going to win. And the coach designs a play, doesn't necessarily even have to design a play for him because they just have that it factor. Every team needs a game changer if it wants to have any hope of winning consistently. Because without that game changer, without that person who is the key catalyst of that team, even a team with loads of talent, they cannot go to the highest level because there is that one person. And I think about the NBA. You know who I'm thinking about, Michael Jordan. The difference maker, 2 seconds left in the game, down by 1. Who do you think is going to get the ball? He gets the ball and he shoots it. He may not make it all the time, but you can rest assured there's no sweaty palms. There's no butterflies. It's strictly confidence that I intend to win it for the team. And that's what I want to talk about because an effective leader will keep the team focused and will challenge the team to take it to the next level. But in taking it to the next level, there seems to always be that person who's the coach, who's the difference maker out onto the floor. Well, I want to say this about that game changer. These are a couple of things that you will notice about them. I'm sure you've seen them at work, you've seen them on television, you've seen them in person. A game changer, what they do is they sense the opportunity, and as a result, the team benefits. Number 2, anytime you see a team of people suddenly turn around or crank their play up to another level, you're going to see someone on the team, I'm talking about that game changer, who is talking always, who is directing, and who is inspiring others. Now, you can see this not only in the sports arena, but in the corporate world, or even in the community where you reside. You'll see someone who is positively talking it up, directing and inspiring. That's why we call it in basketball, we call it like a point guard on the team. Well, you see the great point guards, they can score and take over the game if they have to. They can set up their teammates to be successful and getting them in position and giving them the ball where they want it, where they're going to be productive. They know the plays inside and out. They know where everyone's supposed to be. They're holding the team accountable. They're over into the coach's ear, giving advice, receiving advice, and translating it onto the floor. They're like a floor general. And so anytime you see floor generals, you're seeing a game changer. Number 3, game changers, they're passionate about what they do. They spread a contagious amount of enthusiasm that impacts the team positively. It's a can-do attitude. If you're one that runs away from the ball, don't want to shoot it, then that's the role you may play on the team. But a game changer is going to run to the play, not away from it. They're going to be an active participant in the huddle, and they're going to keep the team positively effective in an enthusiastic way. Well, you might say, okay, Dr. Charles, that's great. Everybody has a game changer, but can you help me understand what you mean by that? Well, let me explain it this way. There are 3 kinds of players on a team when the game clock is running down and the game is on the line. Number 1, people who don't want the ball. They don't want to any part of it. Number 2, it would be the people who want the ball but shouldn't want the ball. And we'll talk a little bit about that. And then number 3, there are people who want the ball and should get the ball. And that's the 3. But when you think about the people who don't want the ball, these are some people, they just don't have the ability to come through for the team in high-pressure situations. And they know it. Now, they might be able to set a proper screen in basketball. They may be able to do some of the little things. But when it comes down to what we call crunch time, it may be a little bit difficult for them to perform at their peak. They should be allowed to play in their areas of strength. That's how you keep them on the team, because they have some strength. Maybe it's just rebounding in basketball. Maybe it's just Charlie Hustle, who just runs and dives for the ball and gets the team all pumped up. That might be their role, but it may not be their role when it comes down to the end of the game being on the line. Number 2, the people who want the ball and shouldn't get it. Well, this second group of people, these are folks that cannot carry the team to victory. The problem is they don't know it. Have you ever run across somebody like that? Give me the ball, and they just shoot it any kind of way. And, they think they know it all and can do it all. But in reality, it comes down to it's their ego. And they know that they are not number 1, but they want to be. That's what they want to be, is number 1. So their ego is greater than their talent. And you can't sometimes get to them, and they don't run the play perhaps properly, because they feel like, look, I'm going to be the one that takes the last shot. Well, number 3, the people who want the ball and should get the ball. This is that final group, which is by far the smallest, because it consists of only a few people who want to go to the go-to person during this crunch time. They may actually deliver more times than none. They are able to push and pull or to carry the team to new levels when the going gets tough. They are simply what I've been saying, the catalyst or the game changer. Well, where do we go from here? We go from here by simply, if you're not the game changer, we go to becoming a better team member. And that's what we should do as we are part of a team. Not everybody, you're not going to have 5 game changers, because then it's whose turn is it to take the last shot. But it's usually going to be 1. But every one of us on the team will have a position and a spot to play and something to contribute to the overall team. So becoming a better team member, how are you when it comes to crunch time on your team? Do you want the ball, or would you rather it was in someone else's hands? If they are more talented and effective game changers on your team, think about it, then you should not want to be the go-to player in the pinch. And that's just a self-evaluation of where you're at and recognizing someone perhaps has even greater talent than yourself. But in those cases, the best thing for you is to get an assist by helping and put those people in position to benefit the team. So how do you do that? So back to the basketball. So here's the game changer, Michael Jordan, and they inbound the ball. You may be the person who sets the pick and gives the opportunity for Michael Jordan to get open. And so that would be an assist. You didn't take the shot, but you cleared the way for the game changer to take a wide open shot. So that's why it is important. We're talking about teamwork, and we're talking about, yes, there are individuals who work on the team at crunch time, but then you still can't win without a team. But if you avoid the spotlight because you are afraid, think about it. This is the person who doesn't want the ball, that's afraid to take the shot. Then what it comes down to is that you haven't worked as hard as you should to improve yourself. And that means more time practicing. You're going to need to change your mindset and your discipline in terms of how you get yourself ready. Because one thing for sure, if you're practicing shooting 500 balls a day and you're consistently making them, then your confidence level is going to continue to grow. And when you know all the plays on the team and you run them and you practice well, you're going to be that much more positive about what you can do and what you can contribute in bringing the total team to success. So you start to put yourself on the road to improvement by doing these things. And this is how you improve, because here's the thing. As I said, not everyone's going to be the game changer, but what I can do and what you could do as a team player, whether it's in sports or whether it's in corporate America, whatever team it is, we can do these things. One, we can find a mentor. Players become game changers only with the help of people better than themselves. Find someone, my friends, who makes things happen to help you along the way. That's what we call stretching ourselves. Number two, begin a growth plan. What do you mean? I mean, put yourself on a program that will help you develop your skills. Get a tutor. You cannot take the team to higher levels if you haven't gotten there. So you've got to do your part well. You think about football, the offensive line, the running backs, the wide receivers. Well, look, the offensive line has to do their part. And if that's what you play, an offensive tackle or offensive guard, be the best that you can be. And that role that you have is to keep the defenders off of your quarterback or the running back so that you can score that much more easily when you study your own discipline and you're able to develop your skills at such a level that you're even recognized as one of the all-stars on the team. And that will certainly make a difference as well. Number three, get out of your comfort zone. You won't know what you're capable of doing until you try to go beyond what you've done before. So you won't know what you're capable of doing until you go beyond what you've done before. What does that mean? Stretch yourself. Stretch yourself to do even more. I like to close with this. If you follow these three guidelines, that is, find a mentor, begin a growth plan to grow yourself, and set out to go beyond your comfort zone, you still may not become the game changer, but you will at least become the best. You hear me? You'll become the best you can be, and that's all that anyone can ask of you. Remember, winning teams have players who make things happen. Truett Cathy, the founder of Chick-fil-A, he said, "If it's to be, it's up to me." My friends, I hope this has blessed you today. It's been my pleasure again in speaking with you. You've been listening to Dr. Charles. Now let's go back to work and make it a great day and a great week.
Thank you for listening to Dr. Charles Speaks. Visit drcharlesred.com for booking info for your ministry, business, or leadership team. Get info about the Red Line, a 15-minute corporate success call each Monday morning with Dr. Charles. Follow Dr. Charles on all social media at Dr. Charles Red. Subscribe to the podcast here for every episode of Dr. Charles Speaks. Thanks for joining us. Like Dr. Charles always says, no matter what, never, never, never give up. Until next time.